Hello, everybody, and welcome to the DECA Dialogues. We're sitting down with members from all around as they share their unique journeys, from first competitions to future careers. Hear how DECA is building the leaders of tomorrow today. Get inspired, get connected. This is DECA Dialogues. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 9. I think it's episode 9 now. We are here with Naya Denny. Naya, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm really looking forward to it.
You are so welcome. The pleasure is all mine. It's an honor to have you on here. Naya, if you like, share a little bit about who you are, maybe what your role is in DECA currently.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am in my sixth year of DECA now. I did 3 years in high school and now going into my third year on the collegiate level. I represent Arizona. I am a Arizona Collegiate State Vice President. I also represent ASU as their Executive Vice President and their Intern Program Director. So a lot of spreading myself very thin,
Yeah,
but I love it and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Yeah,
I
I
love
love it.
that. I love that. That is awesome. Yeah, no, that can be a lot. Is it easy to find that balance, so to speak? Or I hope you are finding that balance. Are you getting enough sleep at night?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, I probably sleep too much to be honest.
Well,
But yes, I do a lot of balancing. I also work part time and I'm a full time student. So just really parceling out my days time wise, figuring out, okay, this block here, I'll work on my state DECA stuff. This block here, I'll have a meeting for ASU DECA class. It's very time bound. I can't really have anything run later. Otherwise, there was
mhm.
my whole day off. So I'm a scheduler for sure.
I hear you. I hear you. Thank you for sharing that. Now, Naya, I'd love to ask you the first question here, just kicking it off. You mentioned you had about 6 years of DECA experience. Let's kind of, not fast forward, but what's it called? Maybe remember back to that first year. What was that like, and how did you get into DECA? What does that story look like?
Yes. So I'm actually originally from Wisconsin. I'm not native to
Okay.
Arizona. So
Okay.
go Midwest.
Midwest. Hey.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm originally from southeastern Wisconsin. I went to Badger High School, which is in the middle of nowhere in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And I joined my sophomore year of high school. A bunch of my friends, or I guess a few of my friends, were were chapter officers. And I was just looking to spend time with people and look for more community service opportunities because I wanted to get into the National Honor Society. So at that point, I was very into like community service, looking to
Hmm.
do anything I could.
Hmm.
And they had the trick or can opportunity that Wisconsin DECA is very well known for. We push it a lot. So I decided I would give it a try and go with one of my friends to collect some canned food and donate to our local food pantry. And I went to that first meeting and it was fun. I was like, I don't know if I'll go again. Then I went to the next meeting and we did a competition test prep Kahoot
Hmm.
and I won first place. So I was like, okay, maybe this is something I'm good at. I'm not good at much else. So let's do it.
I love that. I love that. The Kahoot. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Throwback.
Oh gosh, a throwback. I remember our high school also did Kahoots too, and that was I wouldn't say that was fully the hook, but it was definitely like it probably would have been fully the hook if I had won. I didn't win, which was like I was a little bit upset about, but I did decently well. I think I placed top three.
That's
But
awesome.
gosh, no, the high school DECA Kahoot. I love that. Now, was that your what specifically was that your freshman or sophomore year of high school?
Yes, that was my sophomore year. So we were coming off of COVID. Everyone was still
Mm,
masked up and everything.
yeah, yeah.
So it definitely looked very different. My
Hmm.
first two competitions, the district and the state competition, both completely masked and virtual. We
Hmm.
literally sat in a classroom at my high school and zoomed into Madison, and it was a whole thing. But Yeah, so it was definitely very different that year, but
Mhm.
I stuck with it and I'm still here. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
I love that. I love that. Speaking of how things are different, let's fast forward a little bit to now. You got a lot on your plate going on now. Maybe talk a little bit about how this year is going for you. I mean, intern program director, vice president of ASU. I mean, that's a basic. Share us a little bit about how that's going, what that looks like.
Yes, absolutely. So I got elected to be a state vice president last February at our state conference for Collegiate DECA and immediately dove into working on projects with the president and just really dove headfirst into it. I had no plans of doing anything else. That was going to be my main focus. And then we actually got word that we would be tampering back our state level quite a bit. So I was
Mm.
like, okay, well, that I had all this time devoted to
Hmm.
the state level. What am I going to do? And my chapter was looking for someone to run the intern program. I had an intern in my previous position as VP of Outreach at
Hmm.
ASU, and I absolutely love the experience. Shout out Mariah. I think she's gonna watch. She was my intern. She was absolutely amazing. She's our current VP of Outreach.
Love that.
So
Love that.
yeah, I just love the mentor aspect of it, and I love organization. So organizing the program was a really great way for me to get into the ASU level and keep supporting that chapter and hanging out with my friends. I love everyone on the board. We have a really great team.
Hmm.
And then further into the summer, the state level got scaled back even more. So it's like, okay, I still have time on my hands. I don't do well with time on my hands. So the
Me
ASU
too.
president, yeah, the ASU president and I were talking, and she's like, I really need someone to like bounce ideas off of and really like a go-to communication person.
Hmm.
And with my experience with DECA, she was like, I think you'd be a great fit. Let's give you another title. So yeah, so just making it rain. My email signature is very long. So
I love that. I love that. No, I can relate to that a little bit. I actually not too related to DECA, but last week I was in a student senate meeting for Alexandria Technical and Community College, and they're like, guys, we need a vice president for student senate. Nobody was raising their hands, and me, as if I don't have enough already, I can't say no. Next thing you know, my
of
hand's raised, and
course.
then I'm another vice president. I'm like, geez Louise, I went home, and mom's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I just couldn't say no. And now that email chain, oh gosh, it's a lot to type, but it's fun though. It's fun though. Like you said, I don't like to have too much time on my hands. I like to keep that schedule busy. If I'm moving back and forth to different things, I'm in a good mood. I like being a busy bee.
Absolutely.
Thank you, thank you. Now, Naya, that sounds really exciting. Thank you for sharing all that stuff. And I'd like to ask, what are the plans for the future, or I should say, the latter end of this year? Kind of, what are some goals that you might have in the positions that you're in?
Yeah, so we actually have on the state level, we actually have our fall leadership conference coming up this Saturday. So that it is full crunch time for that right now.
Hmm.
I have about 17,000 tabs open on my computer. Um, yeah, so that is my main focus right now. So working with our team, we have three vice presidents, including myself and our state president,
Hmm.
working with them to kind of get everything in order. This will be our first conference as a state team,
Okay.
since our initial conference did get canceled due to the scaling back.
Okay.
So it'll be something. I'm really excited. I think it'll be really great. We have all our judges secured, and
Hmm.
yeah, just really excited about that and to see how everyone reacts and if everyone has fun with all of our little icebreakers and
Yeah.
speakers that we have. And then on the ASC level, just kind of keeping that intern program running smoothly,
Hmm.
checking in with all of our interns and making sure they're getting what they need out of the program. The whole point of the program is to kind of train people to get into the officer positions for next year. So we always have a rotating board. So, and just also professional experience as well. Our VP of marketing role or our marketing intern role was really, really sought after.
Hmm.
So, just to give people that experience, I think is so, so important. So, just kind of checking in with those students and making sure they get what they need out of the program.
That's absolutely awesome. I'm really excited to see a little bit. I hope when I'm scrolling through social media, I get to see some pictures and whatnot. And I'm rooting from you or rooting for you all the way from Minnesota, hoping that it goes well on Saturday.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really
Of
looking
course.
forward to it.
Of course. Now, Naya, we kind of learned a little bit about, your first experience going into DEC. I kind of heard a little bit about how it's going, kind of some goals that you have for the latter end of this year, moving into next. What are your plans for like future? You get out of ASU. What is like that dream job, or what's that next career path look like for you?
Absolutely. So I had an internship this past summer with Sherwin-Williams and the paint company, and I did get an offer to go into their management program after graduation. I'm
Okay.
currently weighing my options. It's an
Mm-hmm.
amazing program,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't know if I want to stay in Phoenix quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at going back to the Midwest,
Yeah.
possibly out east. So really just keeping my options very open career path wise. I do want to start my career in sales
Okay.
and work my way up to upper management. I love being a leader. I love helping people achieve their goals. So, yeah, management I think is definitely going to be a great place for me.
I love that. I love that. Congratulations on that offer from Sherlin Williams. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How has DECA? You mentioned that you'd really like to go into something in sales. Has DECA kind of helped you lay that groundwork, or at least help you be like, okay, this is something that I might like to pursue later on in my life?
Okay, this is something that I might like to.
Oh, absolutely. So when I was a kid, my dad actually started out as a chemist and kind of morphed into the go-to business person at his
Hmm.
small company.
Hmm.
And just seeing like as he took on more and more like traditional business and sales roles, I was like, wow, my dad's job is actually cool now. So I think just seeing like, the constant calls, the traveling, um, that made me want to get into DECA because I was like, okay, he does business, DECA does business. Let's see
Hmm.
where this goes. So when I joined DECA originally, I thought I wanted to do marketing, tested out my computer skills, not a marketer. Um, yeah, you've seen my graphics on my Instagram. They're not amazing. So yeah, so definitely changed my path a couple times. Now I'm definitely with my experience that I have had through DECA, as I mentioned, just the leadership experience and the working with people has definitely led me more to the sales and management route.
Hmm.
I am a very shy, introverted person, believe it or not. So,
I would not have guessed. Honestly, I
yeah,
would not have guessed. Wow, you do
I
you do
know.
you would have pegged me as an introvert, that or not an extrovert, I should say. You would have pegged me as an extrovert. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
but so DECA has definitely helped me to feel more comfortable coming out of my shell and doing things like this and going to
Hmm.
conferences like Engage and connecting with people and to the point where I really, really enjoy it. And it's the favorite part about what I do.
I love that. I love that. Gosh, speaking of Engage, I do miss it. With this cold weather moving into Minnesota, I'm like, take me back to Florida. I want that sunny 85 again. Oh my
That's
gosh.
exactly what I've got going on here in Arizona.
Oh my gosh, lucky, lucky, lucky. We haven't got snow yet. I gotta be quiet when I say that word. People, oh, they don't want to see that snow yet. But no, it's starting to get toward those frigid temps, so to speak. But no, anyways, as we kind of wrap up or kind of get toward the end of this episode, so to speak, is there anything else that you'd like to say? The floor is yours, as I like to say to my guests. Open it up. You can say anything from a joke to maybe giving some advice or anything else that you'd like to say before we wrap up the episode.
Yeah, I would say I was thinking about this, and kind of what I kept coming back to was, take risks, apply for positions, apply for jobs. And if you don't get them, there's a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I've been rejected from several different clubs, several positions, and it's all led me to where I am right now. And I'm so happy with where I'm at. So just kind of taking being told no and turning it into a stair or a stepping stone to get to the next level of your journey.
Hmm.
Sounds kind of cheesy, but just everything happens for a reason, and just take every what seems like a missed opportunity and turn it into an opportunity is
Hmm.
what I would say.
I love that, Naya. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's good to be cheesy sometimes. Like, mac and cheese is good for a reason. They put cheese on macaroni for a reason. It just works. And I really
This
like
sounds
what you
nice
said
grilled
about,
cheese.
oh yeah, good connection there. I really love what you said about the every no is just another step, another step on the staircase, so to speak. I really like that. Now, what we learn in sales and what we learn at least through DECA too, is that you can take that no, you can take that rejection, but it just leads you one step closer to that final destination. So that's a really good reminder for me personally. I know for everybody watching as well. So thank you, Naya, for that, and thank you again for coming on to the DECA Dialogues. It is such an honor to have you on all the way from Arizona, representing ASU and Arizona themselves. So thank you so much for coming on. It is a joy to have you on this episode.
Thank you so much. And thank you again for the opportunity, Miles.
Of
And thank you
course.
everyone for watching.
Of course, thank you. Yes, and everyone, please like, share, hit that subscribe button, notifications, hit that like button, that share button, share it with everyone and everybody. Throw it on your story, tag me. I love to see it, and it means the world for all you watching. So thank you so much. And from Naya and I, have a great rest of your day, everybody.